Hi, everybody. I'm Angela Pattison, and I'm here with my great friend Deirdre. And she and I are going to be sharing all the things about Plexus Worldwide, why we chose this system, these products for the products that are our go to for the health needs that our family had, for getting to the root issues and literally changing everything. And so I'm going to have Deirdre actually start us out first. She is an incredible woman of God, so much knowledge, done so much research, y'all. She's the one that first shared with me about these products, and she is a certified naturopath nurse practitioner. So she really knows her stuff. And I'm going to have her start with why this system is the best and how it's going to help you feel better too. And then I'll be sharing a little bit after Deirdre shares.
Hey, y'all can hear me, right? Awesome. Okay, so I'm Deirdre. So I actually, when started our health journey, was just a mom wanting to help our family feel better. And so what that looked like was we had, food sensitivities, reflux in our family, trouble sleeping. We had hormone issues. Hello, having babies. Excuse me. And so, and one of the main things was allergy and food sensitivity, especially for my oldest. And so we found that we did elimination diet, we did probiotics, we did a lot of work on our diet, exposure to toxins, and still the probiotics seemed to do nothing. And when a friend reached out to me about this, I was like, what is it about? She said gut health. And I was like, yo, tell me more because we're looking. Now, again, I'm just a mom being like, I need to help my family. God did not design us to be like suffering every day, not able to eat. And my daughter was sort of trending towards a autoimmune thing. I could just see it like heading towards there. She had like anaphylactic to peanuts and things like that. So when I started to learn a little more, I knew gut health was really instrumental, didn't know how much. And so I saw how much this system impacted the gut, and they didn't have kids stuff yet, a kids line. I just jumped in. We actually had $100. Someone had gifted us to pay some bills, and I looked at my husband. I said, "If we don't invest this in our health, nothing's going to change." And then just jumped in and started sharing because Mama needed to get these paid for because I understood it would take a while. I understood that like we're not going to undo something in 30 days. We're gonna have to like work on this for 90 days, 6 months to a year. Like I'm looking at the long haul and wanted to make sure I could afford it and make this investment work. And so I did. And 3 years in, hit the first six-figure rank in the company. Like God is so good. I'm gonna just shorten it and say that it provides for our family. It is the main source of income. Not only did it create a trajectory to be able to increase our quality of life and health wise, it has increased the quality of life of y'all. This world's crazy. Things happen. It's nice to have an income, a residual income. It's so powerful. And now we feel better. We sleep better as a family. Can anyone else get an amen? Um, we are less moody. We, whoops, we feel better. Sorry, did it freeze? Okay, we just feel better overall. We don't get sick. We don't get every cold, flu, whatever disease that goes through cold and flu season, and lots of inflammation gone, and just being able to thrive as a family. So in the process, I became very intrigued and love researching because I'm actually the biggest skeptic. You cannot be like, oh, this works. I'll be like, why? I'm that kid. And so I dug into the products of why does this help? Why is this different than everything else out there? And it's because it targets three things synergistically at the same time. And that's balancing your blood sugar, healing your gut, and reducing inflammation all at the same time. And when you do that, you have different results from just working on your gut health and just changing on your diet and all the other things you do. And so that's why you see the maybe testimonies or you hear our testimonies. And that's why. Because when you hit things simultaneously at the same time in your health in a way that helps the body balance and get back into what's called homeostasis, a balance where it can heal, it really does change the game. So, did you want me to get into the triplex,
I love you.
Angela?
I love you. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah,
right.
take your peppy.
You want to mute? If you can, if you're on here, if you
Lost
can
you,
make sure you're
Deirdre.
muted.
Take it.
Did you get it?
Good.
Are you on?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was I'm sorry, I don't know if it was me
Take
or
your
if it was you.
It's okay. No, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So you want me to go into the triplex now?
Love y'all.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you're
just
gonna
a
mute,
second.
mute
Yeah, I'm trying
Jody.
to, can everybody make sure that you're muted if you're not talking? All right. Okay. Gotcha.
Awesome. So our I'm going to get into what's called our gut health system. You might have heard what it's called. It's the triplex. And this has, I love it. It's like my favorite. As a naturopath, like I want to get everyone on this for their core baseline. You know, I have access to a lot of different things and I see it literally change people who have been on like 10,000 supplements. Some of you might resonate with that. Or if you're new to the supplement realm, people can end up on a lot of things. This takes a lot of the work of many, many supplements, and you only have to take a few. Now, we have what's called the pink drink, and it comes in a little satchel. And I'm sorry, I forgot to grab it on my way up. It comes in a pink little drink packet about this big. And then we have another one, Hunger Control. And it basically has prebiotics. The microbiome one has prebiotics, which is food for the good bacteria. And that is amazing because what a lot of times we don't realize is we're throwing probiotics at, our gut. Well, just like the grass outside needs to be cut, trimmed, weeded, all those things, it's going to die. So same thing for the beneficial bacteria in our gut. And so that's really powerful when you have a prebiotic drink. That one balances your blood sugar. So what that does, it helps balance insulin, your master hormone. And when you do that, you start to get all the other hormones to fall in line. And it also has great liver support in it. It's great. Coming up on the holiday season, I give this a little bit to my kids. Listen, I'm not giving you medical advice, but I give a little bit to my kids post all the internet's okay for me, but I give it to my kids after Halloween craziness, and they are not cranky and going crazy like all the other kids. I'm telling you, when you balance the blood sugar, everyone becomes okay again. I was going to say sane. And so we have the drink, and then we have an oxygenated form of magnesium called BioCleanse. And what that does, it acts like a scrubbing bubbles in the GI tract. So it's going to help GI motility, movement, to really help just get that detox pathway, your GI tract moving. If things stay, they get reabsorbed. We don't want that to happen because when that happens, you see weight gain, you see just not feeling well, lowered immune system. So as we can get your GI tract moving correctly, it really improves everything. And this BioCleanse, it's on a cellular level that helps to get cellular debris, things from your leaky gut or other toxins you're exposed to, and it really helps alkaline the body and the bloodstream. And then you have your probiotic, ProBio 5. And that one's unique on the market because it has digestive enzymes, antifungals, blended with 5 very powerful, specific strands of probiotics that are anti inflammatory. So here's the thing, a lot of probiotics have anti-inflammatory and inflammatory. So a lot of times why people can't tolerate them. These are anti-inflammatory, so they will not cause inflammation. Um, and the strands are very powerful in repopulating the gut. You need those in first because they are basically doing a lot of the heavy work of moving the bad bacteria out of the way, because you want to have 80% good and 20% bad bacteria. So the antifungals and the enzymes go in and crack the outer shells of Candida, which is like as hard as a cockroach. So if you just throw like probiotics at it, you're just gonna the weeds are gonna laugh at it, and and your seeds will die, just like your backyard. Those weeds are like, that's nice. Those are cute seeds. We're gonna give them to the birds. Same thing happens in your gut. And so when you combine, you're going in, you have the probiotic, Probio 5 going in and digging. You have the BioCleanse going in and moving the GI tract, and then you have the Slim going in and helping feed the good bacteria, um, help reduce inflammation in your body, which is by balancing your blood sugar. It is such a powerful combination, and you see things change. Now, the reason this is really powerful when we're talking going to get a little bit into cortisol is because if your body is stressed, it cannot tell the difference between good or bad stress. And like it literally can't differentiate between you putting your hand on the oven top and then you being really excited about a trip. That is amazing and good. That same stress response is the same system. And so if you're having good stress, bad stress, and maybe it's continual, or you're having stressful events back to back, or you have something going on in your body that your body recognizes as stressful. Poor gut health is one, imbalanced blood sugar is one, inflammation is another. You have where the body's alarm systems start going and running all the time. And so you see this cortisol belly, you see hormones get out of balance, and your body starts taking a hit. And if you see that little pouch on the bottom that a lot of us, have struggled with, that is called the cortisol belly, because what happens is when you have that cortisol increase, you have where the body detox systems actually stop detoxing. Like your liver slows down, your GI slows down, you have brain fog, poor sleep. Anyone relate to all of those? maybe all of them, or maybe one or two. And so when you have root issues, you start to see the cortisol shift and change, and you start seeing where you don't have brain fog. You're sleeping better. Your hormones start to balance out. You start digesting food better. You're not as moody. Maybe you're around your PMS, or you're going through life changes, and that helps, especially with hormone shifts like menopause, or you know, uh, we have just normal hormone shifts that happen in certain parts of our life, especially as women. Men tend to be a little more flatline, but us ladies get all the like hormone curves, and that can increase cortisol. Um, and then, Angela, did you want to share anything? So, I love our
Yeah.
system.
Well, just on that line, everybody's talking about cortisol and peptides and GPL-1 and all the things, right? Like this system, the thing is your body is designed to naturally be able to produce the GPL-1 hormone by itself. We can give support to it when we have the products for that without you needing to go get horrible shots that are going to cause a lot of other issues in your body. And no shame if you've already done it. There's ways to build back your health if you've already done something like that. But we just want to tell you, you can do that naturally. We have the products to help support that and naturally with your cortisol, as well as, of course, getting sleep, having protein as a priority, getting out in the sun, going for walks. Like there's natural things we want to do. But then when you add in our products, it's going to help your body even that much more, give it that boost. So if you didn't get sleep, for some reason your baby's waking you up, right? If you didn't get to get out and get as much sunlight during the winter, there's all these reasons why we have more stress. And sometimes we can't fully help it. That is where these products are literally going to help you get that edge on being able to balance back out with your cortisone, your cortisol, your hormones, your metabolism actually working again. So anyway, if you had more to say though about some of those products, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have actually like I'll say a natural alternative, not a natural version, but a natural alternative to the medications they've been promoting. I know uh, the excuse me, the medications that they have out there just have a lot of side effects. Um, I know some people whose kidneys have been hit pretty hard by those things. And so I always love sharing about like a natural alternative. So we have our Hunger Control Slim, and that one has a lot of fiber. And there's another product called Balance, and that one has some beans, cinnamon, and the way it's basically formulated is it helps balance your blood sugar. Well, you take those two, and you're going to take the black cherry lime Hunger Control, and you're going to combine it with the Balance, and that is the fiber in the Slim and the ingredients in the Balance are going to combine and basically communicate in the gastrointestinal tract and then on a cellular level to initiate that GPL1 gene to start firing. Because listen, you have your genes, and then what is it? Genes are the gun and your environment is the trigger. So what we're trying to do is getting the inner environment to pull that trigger for that gene to start activating more, because under high stress that gene sort of gets shut off. It's not a priority for the body. Your body is not going to prioritize weight when it's under a lot of stress. That's why you see like the cortisol, gaining weight, and the inflammation. So as you initiate that gene back into process in a proper way, in a good way, more in a natural way that your body can now utilize versus being forced, it really starts to make a difference. And you start seeing people losing the weight in the pounds. And then you can add in what's called Restore. And that has things that help the GI tract. It's got berberine in it. I love it. It's got magnolia, which is an amazing cortisol. Magnolia, just research it in cortisol. It's fantastic. And then it's got a bunch of other great ingredients that I won't get into, but it is very powerful in helping reduce cortisol, healing the gut, detoxing your kidneys and liver. And when you combine that with the Slim and the Balance, you have this amazing and sort of deflaming anti-cortisol, at the same time initiating the GPL1 gene, and you just see people start to have their bodies work the way it's supposed to, where that you have the detox processes open and flowing and moving. You've got the nutrients coming in that the body needs to burn fat and fuel, and then you have the gene being fired, and that's why you see people start to lose the weight. And that cortisol belly start to come off, because now we've stacked it properly the way God designed the body to then get it to flow. That's it.
Yeah. So y'all, okay, so I got it right here. So here we got the Restore. Here we got your Hunger Control Slim. And then our Balance. This pack right here, just think shrinking waistline, helping you with balancing the cray cray. If you want to like just simplify it, because I know that like some of us are like, give me all the knowledge, but some of us are like, I just want to see my body looking better. I just want to feel better. I want to get out of bed in the morning and not feel like, oh my gosh, a truck ran over me, right? So this is going to be that pack that is everybody is going crazy over right now because of how it's helping so much, y'all, with that metabolism and hormones and thyroid and feeling just incredible at the same time. But you can get a package actually with this and the gut health all together, and for an amazing deal. So it's your choice. You know, you have different packages you can get, y'all. The package she talked about with the gut health at the very beginning is 3 simple steps. This is going to get to the root, like she said, to help you be balanced out. For me, that's what I started with. So just really briefly, when I started out, y'all, I was I mean, here I am. I've done everything my whole life with athletics. I was actually a karate world champion, 2-time world champion in karate, completely into, you know, all the fitness things you can think of, exercising, eating right, taking care of myself. Fast forward to my adult life, had 5 babies, all at home, into holistic healing, into everything natural, and didn't want to put synthetics in my body. But I was having GI tract issues. Like I was doubled over after eating certain foods and gassy and bloated. And then the weight kind of was not a huge issue, y'all, because I was doing all the right things with eating and workouts. But I was like, what the heck? I'm doing everything right. Why does it seem like after babies and after 40s, especially, and whatever, you know, it was like my hormones weren't the same. And I felt like I had so much brain fog and I had allergies for a long, long, long time, not with just food, but with animals. And then I was beginning to have achy joints. And here I am, I'm studying to be a health coach and I'm doing all the right things. And I was just like, just, you know, you don't even need supplements. All you got to do is eat good and do all the things that are right. And all of that is great. Yes. But we just cannot get enough from our food today like we could have gotten before, like 50 or 100 years ago. It's just not the same. And it's also the environment, like Deirdre was saying. I'm constantly going to be having things going on around me I cannot always control that are causing maybe stress, and the clothing and the, you know, material of even the furniture we're sitting on. And like, you know, there's so many things that are toxins that are overloading our body. And basically, I just didn't feel my best, even though I was eating good, even though I was working out. I started on the basic system that got to the root. And let me tell you, in 3 weeks, the achy joints, that was all getting better. And then, oh, actually, I take that back. That was about 4 or 5 weeks for the joints to get better. 3 weeks with the brain fog was gone. I felt motivation again. I felt like I can get up in the morning and feel like I can get going better than I had been. And then I started seeing even more things the longer I was on the system. I added in something that's an anti-inflammatory product, even better help. And that's when I saw really quick results with the inflammation and bloat and joints even more. Fast forward to a year on the products, y'all, and I wasn't having the allergies that I was having before, literally, even with the animal allergies. And then I started adding in all these other little goodies, okay? And I'm talking, oh my goodness, with my metabolism and my hormones balancing out after all the babies and all the things, okay? I'm going to talk real quick too about the metabolic reset. There is a 3-day metabolic reset that is awesome for just that quick. If you have a wedding to go to, if you want to just you know, fit in those pants better, it will do the job. I'm telling you, the average person loses like 6 pounds in 3 days. You will see a difference and feel incredible because of the way it's helping reset your metabolism and cellularly. And then you can be on like this system or the gut health system to continue those results and do it as often as you want. This is also good for just staying balanced and helping your body be its healthiest, because we get our liver and our kidneys get bogged down, and it's good to fast sometimes. And this is like kind of like a liquid fast. You've got a bone broth and a collagen soup mix. You got all the drinks for energy and hydration, and the Restore is also in there, and actually a bar and a shake, and it's amazing. But y'all, the bottom line here that we want y'all to understand is whatever your health goal is, I'm pretty sure we can say it goes back to the gut health, the inflammation, or blood sugar imbalance. And we have added support for if you really are struggling with the weight management or some of the other things we mentioned with the hormones, the joints, the allergies. We do have collagen, y'all. That's incredible. Skin health system for skin. We have stuff for the kids and for more for energy and sleep. Whatever it is, though, first we want you to see and assess, like, okay, what is my body telling me? Because your body is giving you signals when you're having bloat, gas, not going to the bathroom, doubled over. The scale keeps going up and down. Your body is actually telling you to help me. And so God designed our bodies so amazingly, and we do have tools to help you with getting to the root of your health. And so, whoever invited you to check this out, whether you're watching the replay or on here live, we want you to go back and ask them to help you figure out what is the best place to start with based on your budget, your goals. If something stood out to you, like, oh my gosh, it's the allergies for me, or oh my gosh, for me, it's the weight management, whatever it is, just let us know and we'll make sure to help you with getting kind of like figuring out what's the best starting place for you, and we can advise you along the lines of that. And we want you to know that right now you get free shipping. It's an awesome gift our company is giving you right now, is free shipping. If you get as long as your order is a qualifying order, there's different pack options and prices depending on your budget and what your needs are. And then you're going to get free shipping for the next 2 months as well when you start right now. And just in case you have some buddies and some girlfriends or your mom and your sister or whoever that want to jump in with you, you also can get a Lululemon gift card right now, $150 and over $300 back just for sharing and getting some people to jump in with you. Even if you're not sure, if you're like, you just know you just want to feel better and you want to grab some people to jump in the journey with you, it's a great time to jump in and the company will give back and you can get, I mean, the Lululemon, heck, I want to have that for myself, but it's also a great gift to gift somebody for Christmas and the holidays coming up. So anyway, we have amazing products, y'all. This has been game changer for me and for Deirdre, for our finances as well, because I just came in desperate for answers and this literally helped with all the things I was praying for help with. And then next thing I know, my friends and family were like, my mom actually called me out and goes, "Are you going to tell me about these products you've been doing?" And I was like, okay. And I saw my mom and my sister and all these friends of mine getting like amazing things happening with their body and things reversing for them. So we just are so excited, y'all, genuinely, because we know this works. We know that this answered the prayers that we were praying for, and even did more than that because of our community and because of the opportunity. This has literally been something that's been so amazing to be a part of. And so we're excited for you to get started. And we just want to thank you for joining us tonight. And definitely reach back to whoever invited you. Thanks.